Hello. We are back. Welcome to yet another beautiful episode of To the Fullest. To TF. This episode is proudly sponsored by Perona Hardwork Empire. Alison the Black Child. Check them out on their YouTube channel. They have their beautiful movie that has come out, Unexpected Bond. Please check them out. Well, on today's episode, I have the hardcore rapper. Yeah, he's one of the hardcore rappers I've come to meet in Zambia. He's doing great. I am with the man himself, Demo.
Of course.
Demo.
Of course.
Of course. I love that. My guy, I love that one.
No.
I love, of course.
course.
Come on, joker. So, yes. How are you, Demo?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the Fullest.
I'm proud to be here.
Yeah, this is just a podcast where we just conversate, where we just talk it out without living in stone and unturned. Just have a deeper conversation.
Okay.
Talking about the deeper conversation, what's the best way to start it than knowing who's them?
Well,
Yeah.
who is Demo?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've been wanting to find out too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Demo is just an artist from the Copper Belt.
Copper Belt.
Yeah, I'm from Kitwe.
Copper and Connection. Yeah, I'm from Dora, by the way.
Oh, you're from Ndola?
Yo. That's where hard workers come from.
Yeah, that's where we. Hard workers come from Ndola. No, they come from Kitwe.
Yo, no, let's not talk about it.
I mean, we're all from the Copper Belt.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, from Kitwe, Demo, I didn't really start with Demo as my artist name. There's a couple of other names. Started with IMK. Those are my name initials, like Innocent.
No, I want to know the name.
You want to know it?
Yeah, what's Demo? Where is the Demo coming from? What's the name from the parents?
The name from the parents, okay, my name's Innocent Kasonde.
Innocent Kasonde.
Yeah.
How did the Demo come about?
Demo has a funny story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Demo. Is it the demo, like, let me show you, me passing look at demo?
That's what most people think. I mean,
because actually, that's my thought as well.
That's your thought as well. Some people call me demolition. Don't know what it
Oh,
means.
yeah, that also makes sense. No, that one makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I am the demolition. Then.
But what's the demo?
Okay, so like I said, I started out with I was calling myself IMK. IMK, that's Innocent, my middle name, which I don't reveal.
Yeah.
And Kasonde.
Yeah.
Then after some time, I think I found another guy called IMK. Really good artist, by the way, IMK Africa.
Yeah, they wanted to see the producer.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. Then I started going around names. There's a name that came in. I started calling myself Anti for a while. Yeah, ANTAI. Then Demo just came through. I think that was back in school. I've never changed ever since high school. Demo came through. I was just in a class. I saw a big word on the board. Then in the middle of the word there was Demo. So like now foot the zone, I'm gonna play Demo. Like who would be Demo apart from me? So that's how like I adopted the name and started giving it meaning along the way. I adopted the name before actually giving it meaning. Like this is what it means. Yeah, so that's how Demo came up. But I originally started releasing music 2015, I should think. Yeah, 2015. We did a couple of songs. Back then there was no social media and stuff, so you had to struggle with the way of like actually publishing music.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to use data file host. Don't know if you know that.
Well,
there's what we call data file host, where you just upload the song on the site and people can just go there and download it. Yeah. They get it off there. And thanks to the internet, things have changed. Yeah.
Well, before I go too much knowing about them, I was talking to a certain artist and they were like, part of being an artist and branding, the biggest challenge is deciding a name.
Yeah.
Is it the same with you?
I think so.
The name to settle with, or like, because a lot of them come, like, a lot.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of names. And artists struggle with that. Being as a person who's found with artists, I see most of my fellow artists, people that I started with, they started with different names. Now they are with different names, and some of them we still call them by their old names like that. I don't know what it is, but somehow as an artist, when you carry a name and you hear it from someone else, it's like, wow, I wasn't the only one who thought of that.
You
Yeah,
stop, huh?
yeah, something like that.
Well, me, I just decided to stop the whole music after I realized someone took my name and my song. So I stopped everything. No, that's a true story.
That's a true story. See?
So I stopped everything. And this was a friend.
That
They
was a
took
friend.
the name and the song, everything.
Everything.
No, let
Yeah.
me
You
stop
didn't
this.
write for any of it?
Like, let me stop this. Yeah.
But music is nice. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy
I
it.
mean, I enjoy listening to music, especially hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah. And my favorite hip hop is where there's no chorus. Because for hip hop, for me personally, I feel chorus is a waste of time. Like you're following the song, it's hardcore, then suddenly you go back to the chorus, and most of the time the chorus they don't carry the same images, the bars.
Well, welcome to me. I never do choruses. Well, scratch that right there.
Yeah, so Demo,
Yeah.
how was life like growing up in Quito?
Well, life growing up in Quito was like, Quito like, no more,
Majirabo?
yeah. Kama hivyo toka kuna aingara kusa kile like growing up I used to live in Musakile, then we had to shift then we went to Ndeke, that's where I started my music. Yeah, I started my music there, but the funny part is we shifted to Ndeke, but I was recording my music in Musakile. Yeah, like most of my songs are recorded from Musakile, even Nafiaskwe, my new song, Musakile. Yeah, it's where I do my music. Growing up, it was like that. Initially, growing up, I wasn't even into music like that. Yeah, my family, is Christian and all. It was all about gospel, Ephraim, early morning, mom's home. Yeah, you know how it is. But then an interest just started, I think I was 13. Friend of mine, my influences, Yamba, introduced me to music. Started listening to it. My friends were also doing music. Then suddenly I just grew, the interest just grew. I was like, okay, this is nice actually. Because initially I was sleeping on music, hip hop music. I was like, I forget about church.
Yeah, especially hip hop.
Yeah, especially hip hop. But then how I fell in love with it, I don't know. I don't know. It's magical, but it's beautiful magic.
Yeah. So what's the situation like? Well, maybe before I ask that, when you remember your childhood, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from your life growing up?
Ish. When I remember my childhood, it's like
What inspiration do you draw from your child? Like, okay, that moment really made me a man I am.
that moment really.
Oh, those moments.
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
meet them?
There are those moments. I'm trying to remember one. There's a lot of moments, I think. I think nishi waishide mpono na po.
What I want to phone me guys.
Kama twakulira kitu. Yaani vipa kulia.
Yeah, what happened?
Enda we mwene bakamba. Yaani slap hiyo. Akwete mpia bakwe bamo. Sapa wakuja. Yabashana boy. Tabakamba ishani. Papura kuna mwansoma cha bakamba ine shikwete slap. Takwete mpia.
Well, what I want to get a song, I never know how to say.
Welcome to Kitwe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are such moments like, you're a kid and there's a point where you're a kid and you're not exposed to, just how everything is around the Copper Belt and all. And then you reach a point where when you're exposed, then you're involved. Yeah. Like now someone can call you much because you're a 5-year-old, no one cares about you. But there was a point there, just growing up, you get hustled for your money, you get hustled for anything. Then you're like, oh, HRH.
Yeah. Mindset.
Mindset.
Compare, yeah.
And I was like, I wake up. So that's why even in my music, even though I speak English and everything, I try to, not fully, but I try to incorporate some of those copper belt moments in my music. Not really like my moments, but just the lingo and copper belt and how it is out there. I hope people listen. I hope you all listen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Something like that.
You said that
Mm.
when you're hustled, you also get involved.
Yeah.
So is it what I'm thinking? Have you also hustled somebody?
Of course, I mean.
Of course. Of course.
I mean, come on. It was, I think it's just part of growing up in such a place.
Yeah.
You get involved in, you mix up in some of those.
So do you regret or you actually enjoyed it?
Ah, I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that. We're online.
We are all there.
I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. Koparan kunishen.
Nimesema nishupa kulia.
Ayari one.
Yeah,
Kosa.
last.
That's why I think we tell people come to Ndora. We are friends with you.
Are you guys friendly?
Very much. The only noise we hear is when bantu bachosa mipando.
And those are our people actually.
Yeah, so it's a demo. You talked of the family, growing up from a family background, gospel is all you grow up.
Yeah.
With. What's the situation with the parents or the family? Are they in full support of your music, or they're still trying to get their son to be,
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I don't know how to explain it because I don't know how it is as well because they know I do music. I think they're okay. You never really know, but I think they're okay with it because I once heard my grandma tell me, "That's Achirumona wachindanga." Someone said, I was like, Achirumona, no suma we. And I said, okay.
My grandma's like that.
Yeah, grandmas. Yeah, and, my mom knows I do music. Okay, but my parents know I do music. Um, I just don't know how they take it because they never really approached me to say stop. So I just keep going. I think just keep going,
Yeah.
and I think since they know and they actually know when I'm releasing and stuff like that, I think that's accepting. I don't want to push it too much.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
okay,
accepting.
I think they're okay with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Mom, are you okay with it?
Mad, are you okay?
Mueva flash. Yeah.
Yeah. What really inspires your music?
What inspires?
Yeah, what's the message behind the music? I know you are an hardcore rapper. It's not easy to get you for just, you need some
Yeah.
some attention to
Yeah,
understand really what you're talking about. But what's the inspiration behind the music?
The inspiration behind it.
Yeah, because in Zambia nowadays, for you to make a name, go for music, not really like should be some noise, just local where just everybody can vibe. Doesn't matter if it's making sense or not. But you try to be an hip hop artist and you keep it most like 60% of your music is English.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge in our country. So what inspires your music and what just motivates you to say, okay, I think I'll just continue with this and if I don't get the reaction I expect.
Oh, I think my biggest inspiration is myself
Yeah.
because there's a lot of times you get that okay, urera pech sungu boy,
Yeah.
sungu munomsambia,
Yeah,
shani, stuff
you
like
get
that.
those a lot.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, it's it's heartbreaking sometimes like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, and I get it because I'm someone who started music back then when it was just hip hop. The music wasn't really incorporated with dancing a lot. Nowadays, you gotta release a song. Uh, in Freedom Mapanga, too much dances to promote it like that. People are not really listening to the song like that. They just they're listening to it for the entertainment of it, like let's turn up or something, and that's been a challenge, yes, of course. But that's a challenge because I'm someone who started when I should finish remember two. Yeah, sure, yeah, so if everybody like when the shifts came in, like now it's all about it. Yeah, Friday, like it's hard, but I try to maintain level, but it's not really my type of music. It's not like it's not being big headed, but I think my music is okay. Yeah. So I just try to perfect it every time. At least anyone who comes by it is like it's just like okay, this music is okay. Even if they are spitting in English, they don't judge me that much. But I can't control everyone because everyone is like, you boy, when you start up reference, like,
But you can rap in Bemba.
I can, but not consistently, and somehow.
So demo, can you give us a demo
A demo
in Bemba?
right now,
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do this one. Everyone knows this one. If you know this one, sing along. XA, I'm from the Copper Belt. Kulwala papene, but malu huri fiasco, fialo fiena veri. Tu mina si ke panyenta konga, tu ma keke tueno kutu tungilanga kafi. Taimono mo pondo, shasha mira na ngoshimba loko. 2, 3 buzz, tabona aba fimba loko. Ndetelembe po, make sure fimu fimba nyoko fima kale kwa kutela mawaza ndeshanga. Ah, wow.
You're sure?
Yeah, sure.
What? How did you just come up with that? What? I think I need to play that part so that people see.
Yeah, sure.
You're sure? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What was just going on?
Wow, the people love that song, and you know that's 2023 release.
Yeah.
2023, not my beat, by the way. Mhm.
So
So,
what happened?
so what really happened? It wasn't even supposed to be released initially. I was working on a certain song. So the producer I was working with, there was a bit of delayment with the project and all. Plus, I needed something. I needed something to release because I had been quiet for a while. So I needed something to release. So I had been writing a show. So I just forced myself to finish it. I just wrote like part of it. So actually, where it started from was this friend of mine. She sent through a beat. Umainari Demoy beat. I was like, bro, I love this beat. Why don't you do something on it? I was like, oh, love this beat. Okay, I'll listen to it. I even slept on it for like some days. Then I bumped into it. But then I didn't for music, just know. Oh, yeah, into a beat. And I know. You know, yeah, sure. Then started writing, stopped. Then after the song thing delayed, then I went back to it. Just finished up. I don't know where the spirit came from. I was like, let me finish this one and release it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Did you like do the whole song, like the recording the beat from the beginning, or it was the inspiration from the Yeshua gospel song?
it was actually an inspiration from the show. Okay, so here's the funny part, like you said, trying to keep it hardcore, trying to speak in bars and stuff like that. I was like, okay, what concept can I give Yeshua? Yeshua is it's an uplifting song, like you're praising, like Yeshua. I was like, okay, I get this, but me, there was a moment I was going through, frustrated and stuff like that. But sometimes I like to motivate myself. Nick, when Kulesha Komirat, you are the best.
Yeah, the praise.
Respond. So Yeshua is that vibe. Like that's the song that speaks to me to say, bro, you can do this because you can do this. So I incorporated like, let me boast in a spiritual way. Like so, like that's how it's none of my business. Like do it. I know I got this. No matter what's going on, I know I got this because I'm the hardest on. I know because I'm that nigga. Yeah, that's what Yeshua is about. Like, ugh, you're feeling like, yeah, this is me. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. So yeah, but in an uplifting way, like that, you're motivating yourself. Like this is me.
So, what are some of the challenges you faced as an artist?
As an artist, like you said,
And how from those challenges, how have they affected your personal life?
or my personal life.
Or maybe because I saw when we were coming, like everybody was stopping you. Damn. So how do you like differentiate that your personal life and your an artist life? Because it's like here, mobile showing at them.
Then they want the full thing. Mm. Okay, some of the challenges, like musically, I can say, it's the same thing about, you speak in English. That's the biggest challenge. You speak in English. But guess what? I don't care. That's the biggest challenge I have, I can say. But I wake up every day, still do my music in English, and hopefully, hope for the best, I guess. No, the other challenge is, just being an artist, rising. You never know. You never really know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know I'm releasing my music. I know. Uh, uh, how can I? I'm trying to find the way. The best way to put it. Like, there's a lot of challenges. You don't. Of course, there is. You don't really know what doors to walk in. Like, you just know about your music. That's the biggest challenge most of us artists face. Like most of these doors are too decorated. Yeah. You don't really know what's in them. You don't know what to walk in, what you are going to find there. And I think the biggest challenge is we are too expectant. I'm too expectant myself. I don't know about the other artists, but I'm only too expectant, and I receive a lot of disappointments. But I love being expectant because it motivates me to work.
But isn't that a good thing for an artist? Because you put in so much effort, so much finances and your time to just come up with a song and everything. So shouldn't you be expected of it? Like, okay, I've done the work, so I deserve the results.
Yeah, you should be expectant. I'm saying that's what you do. That's what they say. Also an disadvantage.
And it's an advantage at the same time.
Shouldn't be too expectant. Well, I feel like that's why I feel like that myself personally. I feel like I just work on getting the work done, polishing everything, and putting my best work out there. Um, no matter who I'm putting it out to, 2 people, 4 people, or listening to my song, at least those 4 people love the song and it's well put together. That's what I try to work on really, um, because I listen to music as well. I'm also a person. I can tell. Oh, remember Luby. Yeah, this one of that. Yeah. So that's just like what I try to work on. I really try to work on my music because it's rough.
Speaking of challenges, my favorite song, my favorite song of Demo, it is Storm. Please check it out. The storm came. Storm, it was big, but listening to Storm, there's my favorite line there where I felt, okay, my guy is just opening up. In as much as he's an hardcore person, toughest on, here is breaking. You can tell, in as much as you're coming strong, here you are breaking. So you talked of, don't know, you went to a producer or somebody for promotion, and they're like, oh, for us to help, you have to give us a 3K, something like that. I don't know, what's the line there?
Radio 2J told me I should give him 3K to get my song on air for like 3 plays.
And then he said it's in coming in parts.
It's in between programs. Nobody even listens.
Exactly.
Two. So that's how I go. Screw it, man. We're breaking through the tinted window. Okay, that was actually, personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the DJ?
I know I'm not gonna. I I'm not gonna mention.
You made peace with the DJ.
Really?
What was the story? What happened?
Okay, looking back, I think it was just business for her. It's actually her. It was actually just business, but you know, sometimes I get it. It's just business for these guys. But sometimes when doing their business, like they're trying to uplift artists, they don't even look at the work. Like this guy can actually do something. Um, they just look at, are you gonna pay me? Like, bro, I just came here to like get my song and Shanshan. Are you gonna pay me? Like, you see me. Look at me first before you ask me to pay you. Like sometimes I get it. It's business. It's business. I get it. But you have to listen to some of these artists. Give them a chance. Not just by the I should just no. Give them a chance. Some of these artists out there are good. That's how I end up going. Like radio DJ told me I should get my song on air for like 3 in between program. Nobody even listens to. Screw it, man. We're breaking through the tinted windows. That line is like that's me. I'm like, okay, radio is like giving me a hard time because I'm always trying to promote my songs on radio. I have to go there, it's like begging, like so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do my thing now. Like I can just start doing my thing. I can't do a song, then come to the radio all the time, get later go flashy. Oh my god, I know flashy what get the CD. Yeah. CD tuma ku WhatsApp, program ya 04. Then you are like, okay, rapasha, ngawa kumona, wamba fe put down yari dipa, or mo isa ko ba, get ethnic pino, show them I heard someone say, if you're not willing, if you're not ready to put in money into music, then don't do it. Yeah. But music is not entirely business. Music is somehow it's a feeling. You have to feel it. Music is a feeling. Kule music, people like that. Kwa down sana. Kule weekend kwa music. Wala muna banda. Music is a feeling. So, and then if radio takes music to corporate, Katungan corporate, it's the right word. So like it's business. Of course we get it, but it has where it has to be business. Music has where it has to be business. And these radio stations, most of them, uh, anyway, I'm not going to go deep. What about emotion?
No, that's cool. No, that's why we are here to say it. The foolish without even any story.
I'm not saying all radio stations. No. But there's a lot of radio stations that help out. Come on, a lot. I can mention a few, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, and a few DJs. Shout out to you. Shout out DJ Tola. Yeah. Shout out, Harrison, the Black Child.
The Black Child. Yeah.
Shout out DJ Boyake. There's a lot of DJs.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
There's a lot of DJs I can mention, but there's just some DJs like you can't even play a song for them. It's wild, and I get it. People are there pestering them and stuff, but they've reached the point where they don't even listen to a song, unless like okay, I get it. Then yeah,
a demo is a student as well, not just a student. You are also a student leader,
I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You're also a student leader. Yeah. So, and you have to be an hardcore. How do you just shift from where now, from the hardcore demo to the leader demo, where you have to speak for the students and just be their leader they voted for?
Okay, that's why I love my position.
What program you study?
Biomedical sciences.
Biomedical science.
Yeah.
A doctor with a rough.
Yeah. That's why I love my position. It's not, it's not always suits and ties. Yeah. It's entertainment. So I think it's good because it fits me, when the people need a vibe, I offer them the vibe. And when they need me, to speak up for them, I just, you just have to fit in between, It's hard, but I think I'm doing my best. It gets tough sometimes, Yourself when we know if you know if you have a artist and someone, you're a leader, someone you get that you're a leader.
You gotta watching you.
Yeah. But real life,
Yeah. So there is the youth movement campaign going on in our country. Where it's the youth movement, youth must stand up.
Yeah.
And you are a leader, which is student politics. So is it safe to say we're expecting honorable demo in future?
Honorable demo.
Yeah.
2021. Mm-hmm. Demo for president.
Ani vote. Vote na pakap.
Campaign manager. Campaign manager. Don't worry. I'm standing.
So we expect honorable demo.
Honorable demo. Simone, of course. Vote for me.
So you.
Mkala for the guys.
Mkala for it.
Dollar ikaba one watch.
Politics.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe a bit of that.
By 12 hours.
Yeah, this some politics. Is that something you also have passion for? Or it's just something you just saw and capitalized, or you have passion for that as well?
Okay, I think somehow I've always had something for politics. I've always been interested in politics. But there was a time I just switched off. I was like, okay, switched off, stopped. Because back in high school, prefectship, morning definitely not my man. I once led like the Child's Rights Club at my former school, Ghana Secondary School back in Kitwe. Child's Rights Club, we discussed children's rights. I was the chairperson. Uh, then came to ruling on. When I came initially, I never was involved in politics. Actually, I've never been involved in politics until I stood for entertainment secretary since I came here. So that's the time I switched off in politics for like a couple of years. Yeah, wasn't political then.
So it's such as to say it's just something you had growing up.
Yeah, I think it's just something I've had. I'm a loud mouth in short. I always want to talk in front of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what's maybe this is something I want to know. You said when we started that you grown up from a family where it's Christian.
Yeah.
Are we still the same or
Trust me, we're still the same. I'm the only one who comes to play. Whenever I visit home, I'm the only one who plays, Philippines and Anarisha Posupa, just listen to something else. Once I could have Ishakwani kula mfa Ephraim.
but you have a relationship with God?
Yeah, I do, of course.
Still a believer.
I'm still a
A
believer.
baptized believer?
I was baptized when I was young.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was baptized when I was young, but we're working towards that.
Yeah. Because one thing about artists like people artists, when you portray that, we as the people we judge you like that, so we don't see anything. So we don't even expect to see you in church. So if I see you in church, I'll be like, oh,
Actually,
hey.
someone saw me in church and they gave me an eye.
Yeah, like you don't expect an hardcore to be,
I mean, I get my verses from church, from the Bible.
Oh yeah.
All these verses be coming from the Bible, direct from God.
Oh yeah. That's really nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I think what are people expecting from them? What are you working on?
I think people should expect a lot from them all this year. Uh, no, if you know, I just released the song called Fiasco.
That's a great song. And yeah, it's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very big song. Please push it more.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Push
I'm
it
doing
more.
that. Yeah.
In fact, pushing immediately we are done, I need to share that one as well. Why? Before you mention me that in the DJ would no, I'm sharing it. Of course I'm sharing it.
Just don't put it in between programs that no one listens.
No. I dedicated to it. Yeah.
We've actually got another video. It's already shot. It's ready. Oh, the management is going to kill me.
Yeah, and Mr. Manager is already looking at us. Sorry, boss.
We have a song we're working on. We're just waiting for when we're done pushing for this one, we have it ready. It's going to be out. It features one of one of the greatest artists I know. Greatest. I don't care how these people are going to take it.
Established?
No, it's just a homeboy of mine. His name is Young Lito. Yeah, he goes by the name Young Lito. Yeah, we did it back in 2020 actually. Yeah. Then we were just last year we were just like, oh, let's make a video for that song because we never really pushed it that much.
Yeah.
Then we're like, okay, let's do something. So we shot the video last year, but due to some complications, the editing was late. But it's ready, and people should expect it anytime.
It takes that long to edit.
No, not, not really. There were just a few complications, but they've been resolved and it's good.
Any plans to feature in big artist in the nation, in our country?
Actually, yeah.
Should I suggest a name? Because I'm good with matchings.
You're good with matching. Okay, since I'm not going to mention my suggestions, I'm not mentioning anything.
No, so you do have
Not jinxing it. No, yeah, I do have plans, but I'm not mentioning any names.
You never know, they might listen.
They might listen.
Yeah. We might tag them.
Might tag them.
Miracle happens.
Okay. I'm not going to mention who, but I'm going to mention a couple of artists I would like to work with.
Yeah.
Okay, like looking at the type of music I do, I'm looking to, into the likes of Waiku, J Cash Prodigy. Yeah, that guy is tough. I like what he does, and I think we make something with that guy. We can Slick Boy, Slick Boy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at a guy. I've always wanted to do that a feature with that guy. I listen to all of his works. Yeah, he's good. Then I look at the likes of wow, there's about Jakash himself. Yeah, that's a big man. Yeah, there's more. There's this girl called Suli the rapper. She's
I saw in Kinachi's Let's the Female Cypher.
Yeah,
She's there.
Yeah, she's got some bars.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. She was.
Yeah, Suli the rapper. Natasha Chansa is also a name I can just, pass by. You would probably make something good with her. Mm-hmm. Wow, the list can be endless.
Have you heard Different League? Yeah, HD Empire.
HD Empire.
Different League.
Different League?
Yeah.
I know HD Empire.
Yeah, but you heard their song Different League. There's 1 and 2.
No, I have not.
All right.
Okay, so that's my homework.
Yeah.
Different League.
Yeah.
I know the guys.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, so what can just be your message to a young man there who follows your music, who always listening to you? What can be your word of inspiration? And yeah, maybe.
Should I look at the camera?
Exactly. Look at that young man.
Are they young men?
Yeah, they come in because maybe the person.
Okay, I know. My day ones. This is for my day ones. I know my day ones are listening to my music. People from Quito who follow my music. All I can say is, your boy is doing his best to push his music. Don't doubt him. I'll do my best not to disappoint you guys. I'm still out here trying to do my best. Just support me. That's all I need. And you guys are the best because of course, movement is now a thing because of you guys. So let's get it, and I'll give you more food to eat. There's more food coming this year. There won't be too long breaks like if Twitch 30 on TikTok. I'm giving you something to eat. Trust me.
No problem. I'm part of the of course movement. Course movement abakunda. That's why.
Bakundola mumasala.
That's enough. Oh yeah, love that. So, what can be your word of advice to a 9-year-old demo?
9-year-old demo. Yeah. Oh, you're stupid. Stop being stupid. Yeah. But your stupidity is important to him. Yeah, it's got this demo right here, but don't be too stupid, bro. Yeah.
That's really awesome. Please, you can close the show.
I can close the show.
You can close.
So, guys, you know what it is. It's your boy Demo. Of course, you know where to get me at. I'm at Facebook at Demo, Instagram Demo, YouTube Demo, TikTok Demo, wherever you mention it, it's Demo. Make sure you follow me and follow my music. There's more works coming. You know what it is. Of course.
Of course. And I am your host, Ivan Mapevagwada. On today's episode, I was just chatting with Demo, the hardcore rapper. Let's go. We check out some things. I've been your guest. See you next time.
Bye, guys. Of course.
Wow.